The story opens up with a man walking in a building and another group of men trying to kill him. He ordered his men to shoot, but the guy deflects it easily. His speed is so fast they can't even see him. Another approaches, but he uses rope and hangs him. He even dodges machine gun bullets and eliminates them. Then we get to know that there used to be a legendary hitman called Taro Sakamoto. Every gangster feared him, and every hitman wanted to be like him. But one day while shopping, he fell in love. So he retired, got married and had a child. But now he has a family and a dad bod. One day at his store, a kid asks if he can make this shot. He gets a free treat, but he missed. As he picks the arrow, his bag opens, and the ink from the bottle spills on the customer. He gets angry and tries to punch the kid, but Taro stops and kills him. But in his mind, Shin appears inside and praises him, and reveals that he used to work with him, and he can also read minds. Sakamoto knocks him in mind, and Shin, reading his thoughts, scolded him. Later Shin asks him about his life, and Sakamoto reveals that he has left behind everything. Shin asks him to come back, but he said that he is retired now. Shin was frustrated and told him to return, but Sakamoto ignored him. Shin was just about to light a cigarette, but Sakamoto sliced it before he could do, pointing to a sign of no smoking. Shin was surprised that he can still do so. Just then a man on a bike approached him and asked for his help. He wants him to cut the overgrown branches, and Sakamoto did it with ease. Shin was speechless. Later a woman said her daughter is not eating veggies, so he helped her. Two boys were crying for one ball, so he split it into two, and they were happy now. Shin says that he looks ridiculous. Shin returns to his car and thinks how he is a family man now, but also very cool even though he is bloated. He gets a call from his boss, and he reveals that he failed to convince him and also failed to kill him. Shin tries to convince his boss to leave him alone, but his boss didn't budge. He says that if he can't do it, then someone else will. At night Shin recalls his days with Sakamoto and how he used to admire him. He goes to bed and contemplates his actions and decides to kill Sakamoto himself. Next day he visits his store and reveals his gun. He enters the store, pulls the trigger, and shoots Sakamoto. But Sakamoto deflects it by shooting a hard candy midair from his mouth, changing its trajectory. He disappears and distracts Shin. He shoots him with another candy, but he dodges and gets kicked in the face, destroying the store. Shin realizes that he can't kill him. Shin wakes up in bed and gets to know that he is on the floor above the store. The dinner is ready and Shin thinks it is poisoned. But as he eats, he sheds tears of joy as it was so warm and delicious. He realized that Sakamoto wants to protect these little moments in his life. Shin says thanks for the dinner, and Sakamoto points at the sign that says come again. Shin leaves and his boss scolds him for not killing him. Shin begs for Sakamoto's life, giving him the reason that he has people to go home to. Shin is ready to sacrifice himself for Sakamoto, because he pointed a gun at someone he admires. The boss agrees, but Shin hears his inner voice saying that he didn't. The boss ordered to shoot him, and the gang opened fire. But Sakamoto was listening all of this, and he then turned his shop into an armory and selects a gun. Meanwhile Shin was dodging and killing them. One tries to ambush him, but he can hear his thoughts, so he kicked him from the back and knocks him out. Another one gigged the same and aimed at him, but he read his thoughts. The boss told them to attack from distance as Shin is a psychic and read minds. Now Shin only has one magazine left, so he tries to force his way out by killing two of them. But he gets shot in leg in ambush by the gang. Sakamoto arrives and tasers the gangsters. The boss ordered to kill him. Sakamoto pulls a pair of chopsticks and he fights. He even stopped the bullets with it, showing that even when retires, he can still dodge the machine gun bullets. He punches a guy and breaks his teeth. The boss in the sidekicks fires, but he dodges them and slices the gun with his knife and kills them. Shin realizes that he is still the same legendary hitman Taro Sakamoto. Shin asks how he knew about his location, and he shows him the bug he planted in his gun when he was unconscious. Sakamoto gives him an apron and hire him at his store. At the store an old lady was finding something, and Shin gives her what she was looking for. It shows that Shin really is a psychic. He praises Sakamoto, saying that even after retirement, he remains extremely dangerous and effortlessly took down a group of thugs. Sakamoto mentally tells Shin to get back to work, but Shin, still in awe, remarks that he eliminated them all in an instant. Sakamoto's wife, Aoi, overhears this conversation and questions Sakamoto, asking if he has resumed his hitman work. Fearing her reaction, Sakamoto denies it. However, Shin insists that he did take them down. Sakamoto clarifies that he didn't kill them, only severely injured them. Aoi, now furious, warns Sakamoto that if he ever does anything against their family rule, she will divorce him. Terrified, Sakamoto takes her threat seriously. After Aoi leaves, Shin asks about the family rule, but Sakamoto, rather than answering, considers hitting him with a pencil and tells him to keep his mouth shut. Later, Sakamoto and Shin visit Chinatown to buy supplies for the shop. But Shin realizes that they are there just to buy buns, which Sakamoto's family loves. When Shin again asks about the family rule, Sakamoto avoids answering, knowing that Shin can read his mind. Suddenly, a girl crashes through a window and falls on Sakamoto, making him drop his buns. She is being chased by a group of thugs, and instead of running, she prepares to fight them. This girl is Lu Xiaodeng, also known as the Mystery Girl. Shin suggests they should leave, but Sakamoto is more concerned about his ruined buns. The thugs attack Lu, but she effortlessly defeats them using Taikai martial arts. One of the bald men grabs her from behind while others try to stab her, but Sakamoto intercepts with a spoon, breaking the knife. He then knocks one thug out with a single punch. Shin also takes down another thug with a brick, while Lu disarms a man with a gun. However, more enemies arrive, mistaking Sakamoto and Shin as Lu's allies. Sakamoto decides to carry Lu and escape. The thugs report to their boss, who is furious that Lu escaped. He reveals that her entire clan was wiped out while they were searching for her. The boss is then approached by two ruthless twin assassins, Sohai and Bak, who enjoy killing and sketching their victims' heads. They are assigned to find Lu and retrieve a key that she possesses. This key is said to unlock a hidden vault in the black market, granting immense power. Meanwhile, Shin learns that Lu is the daughter of a mafia family, the Lu clan. The key she holds is a family heirloom given by her parents before they were killed. When Shin asks why she doesn't just throw it away, she replies that it is her parents' last memento, and if she gives it up, she wouldn't be able to face them in the afterlife. Sakamoto then asks Lu if she knows how to make buns. She replies that her father taught her. Shin, skeptical of her, warns Sakamoto that she might be trouble. However, Sakamoto cancels their shopping plans and decides to protect Lu, saying that if they make it home alive, she must make buns for them. Before Lu can respond, Bak appears and kicks Sakamoto hard, sending him flying into a building. Lu warns Shin that the twins are deadly assassins who never leave a target alive. They are serial killers who take pleasure in their work. Shin charges at Sohai, but Sohai effortlessly grabs his hand and taunts him about Sakamoto's death. However, Shin confidently responds that only a rookie hitman would be unaware of who Sakamoto is. Meanwhile, Bak attacks Lu, but Sakamoto returns and knocks him out with a single punch, breaking the floor beneath them. Sohai, now cautious, demands the key, offering Lu a painless death if she complies. Lu refuses, saying it is her parents' last treasure. Sohai cruelly reveals that he was the one who killed her parents, enraging Lu. She lunges at him, but Sakamoto holds her back. Shin advises her not to act recklessly out of anger. Sohai then throws a kunai at Lu, but Sakamoto catches it effortlessly. Sohai warns him not to interfere. Lu, confused about why Sakamoto is risking his life for her, watches as Sakamoto recalls a flashback. In the past, Sakamoto once returned covered in blood, bringing a gift for Aoi. However, she immediately realized that he had just killed someone. She refused the bloodstained gift and told him that if he couldn't leave his dark past behind, they couldn't be together. She then jumped off a building, and Sakamoto leaped after her, catching her before they landed safely in the snow. Aoi asked, "Would you miss me if I died?" Sakamoto's instant reaction of jumping proved that he would. She explained that this feeling is love and made him promise never to kill again. Instead, he must spend his life saving people to atone for his sins. Shin, reading Sakamoto's mind, finally understands the family rule: Sakamoto must never kill anyone. The twins launch their most powerful attack, but Sakamoto counters using only a ladle and spoon, effortlessly dodging them. Seeing their attacks fail, they prepare a final deadly move, but Sakamoto quickly knocks Bak out with a pan and breaks Sohai's weapon. Sohai then tries to attack Lu, but Shin reads his mind and pulls him back, allowing Sakamoto to knock him out with a refrigerator. After tying them up, Lu asks Sakamoto and Shin, "Who are you guys?" Sakamoto simply replies, "We work at a shop." Meanwhile, their boss grows frustrated, as his men have failed. He is desperate for the key, as it will allow him to dominate the black market. Suddenly, Sakamoto, Shin, and Lu arrive with the captured twins. The boss is stunned, unable to believe they infiltrated his base. Lu, standing behind him, places a knife at his throat, making him beg for mercy. Instead of killing him, Lu chooses to beat him up instead, saying that killing isn't the only way to solve problems. She recalls her father's words about leaving the past behind and living a happy life. She then opens the vault, which contains treasures, books, CDs, and toys. The vault also holds a special drink her father left for her, hoping to share it with her when she grew up. Sakamoto finally retrieves his buns, now squashed but still tasty, and the three eat them together. The next day, Lu starts working at Sakamoto's shop, making pork buns. Shin questions why she doesn't use the family treasure, to which she responds that it belongs to her clan, not for personal use. Sakamoto then tells Shin that since he is now part of their family, he must follow the family rule no killing. Meanwhile, at a secret meeting, it is revealed that Sakamoto now has a bounty on his head, 1 billion yen.